Over and over, I'm perplexed by the lack of understanding of the recruiting process by so many families. Families that come to our events or go to other events think that you get stars by showing up at camps and are consumed with the all important quote unquote star system. So let me make sure I mystify or demystify this for everybody. Stars mean absolutely nothing to college coaches in the recruiting process. I repeat, stars mean absolutely nothing to college coaches in the recruiting process. They are concerned with how fast you are, how athletic you are, how talented a football player you are, how good your film is, how fast you run, but they could care less how many stars you have. They care about, do you fit into their program, what kind of character you have, what kind of player you are, how how do you integrate with the athletes that they have in their program? Can you do the job academically at the school they coach at? They could care less how many stars you have. It is completely meaningless to you getting recruited. So here's how the star system works. So many athletes think that the star system works by going to a camp and someone seeing you and getting stars. And that is completely, for 99% of the people, that is completely not how it works. First of all, if you're good enough to receive an athletic scholarship, which is the 1% of the athletes, maybe lower than that, but 1%, let's say in general, of the athletes that playing football, if you were lucky enough to receive athletic scholarship at the Division One level, then over time, eventually, every one of the recruiting systems, us, 24/7 Sports, Rivals.com, Scout.com, will give you some star ranking. You will not get stars until you get offers, with very, 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 very few exceptions. I want to make sure I'm clear on this for all parents. You will not get stars for the 99.9% of you until you get offers from a Division One program. Then sources like Rivals.com, 24/7 Sports, us at NUC Sports, we can begin to then give stars and rankings to the very top athletes that come through the programs. The other question that I always get is, will your camp get me exposure? Will colleges notice me if I come to your camp? Will they get the information? Let's address each thing. Number one, will colleges be at the camp? No, in the spring, no colleges are at any of the combines or showcases. It is an NCAA violation to be there. They are not there unless you are below the recruitable age grade, which would be 8th grade or lower. Which at that point, for most of you, unless you are early developed, is a waste of your time. Second thing, will you get exposure if you go to a camp? Yes, if you are a top performer. One of the questions I was going to, if I don't perform well, what will happen? Here's what will happen. Absolutely nothing. If you don't perform well, no one will know. If you perform well, they will know. Because sources like us at NUCSports.com, we get it out to all the college coaches, and any of the other camps you might go to, especially the national base camp like Nike or Rivals. Those camps all will get the information to the college coaches, or they will subscribe to their services. That's how it works. So, when you go to a camp, the most important thing is to perform well. To perform well. When you perform well, when you compete at top level, then good things happen. People notice you as an athlete. They will begin to notice you. The key is to perform well. There is no magic. There is no science behind it. The key is to perform well. Do award winners have a better chance of getting exposure? Yes. but it's not always the case. The key is to be among the best performers. In most cases, camps are subjective, other than the testing, like combine testing, which is quantitative. Qualitative testing, which is subjective, which is how fast you might change direction, or coaches see you catch the ball or run routes. That's subjective. That qualitative analysis is subjective by the coaches watching you. It does not matter if a coach played in the NFL or coached in high school. The key is that they have experience in evaluating you and coaching you and know what they're looking at. Now, I've been critical in the past of writers who go and analyze athletes because they don't know what they're doing and never played the game. I truly believe that, but there are some people that do know what they're doing and look for the experience level. That is key. You need to have experience in evaluating and looking at athletes. So it's important to understand, in order to get stars, you must get offers for the 99.9% of you. In order to get exposure, you must perform well at the camps in order to get exposure. And then the camps begin to benefit you. Now here's your side benefit of going to the camps: competing with other athletes. Competing with other athletes is critical to getting better, to knowing where you stand, and to be able to evaluate your strengths and weaknesses and to improve upon them going forward. So the value in going to a camp is far beyond just recruiting, but is learning the skills and drills that the coaches teach you. It is learning how to become a better athlete, a better performer, a better competitor. It is learning the strengths and weaknesses that you have and what to do. Is to learn where you stand among your peers. It gets you out there and competing. It gets you out there in front of others. It gets you out of your comfort zone. There's the benefits of camps. If you're paying a reasonable price, it's worth it to go, because you will get better. This is Coach Schuman signing off. As always, you can reach me at NUC Football on Twitter or at www.nucsports.com. We speak the truth. We try to tell you the things that are necessary to get you to the next level. Okay, it's important to do what is necessary to be the best. This is not a society of coddled people in football, but a society of football players that want to compete and become better.